Hi, I'm Peter Chi with ThinkSpace.
I'm Christian Awesome, and I'm at AwesomeNawesome on Twitter.
Okay, my name's Yvonne Benedict, and I tweet as Gabby Cat, and I also tweet as King5 Seattle.
Hi, I'm Barbara Evans. Seattle and a couple other places know me as Seattle Wine Gal.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm the founder of Meme Tales, and I'm on the board of Social Media Club Seattle.
My name is Amy Lacani.
Hello, I'm Kathy Gill.
I'm Tack Anderson with Wagner Edstrom. Free tool and why?
Probably Hootsuite, because it allows you to do so much all in one. I mean, a lot of tracking happens there. I'm kind of obsessed with Hootsuite lately, so I think it's a pretty helpful tool.
I use TweetDeck, and I use CodeTweet.
Okay.
Love CodeTweet, love that.
Well, I have the Palm Pre, which not a lot of people have, but I actually really enjoy it. And my favorite app on there for Twitter is TweetFree.
Well, Kenji, I think my favorite tool is probably the Twitterific for iPad. And I like it a lot because I like to swipe things. It's got a good feel to it.
My iPhone Tweety that got acquired by Twitter, and I love it just because it lets me connect to a whole world outside of myself.
WordPress.com, because it gives you an opportunity to have a free publishing platform, introduces you to blogging and the WordPress as a content management system. You can assign your own URL for a nominal amount of money. It's like $15 a year. And when you decide to graduate, you get enough followers or whatever, and you decide to graduate to a hosted site, it's just a one-click export and a one-click import, and it's just painless.
For people who I work with, and I teach a lot of wineries to get on Twitter, and I love to help them find community. So I usually shoot tweetbee.com their way, and basically that allows people to see who's not following them. And then you could do a geeky follow and follow all the followers of somebody that you respect and admire. So it's a really great way to actually target audience without just doing mass follow.
So one free social media tool that I'd recommend, this is going to be a blatant plug, but Twends, TWENDZ.com. It's actually a tool my company makes. It's totally free. It's basically it takes Twitter search and it runs it through a sentiment engine. It's free to use. It's kind of cool to see. You know, you can plug in your brand name, you can plug in an event, a hashtag, whatever, and you can see the sentiment and the trending topics along with that specific search term. YouTuber. You know, I don't follow a whole lot of people on YouTube. I follow certain channels, and most of them are probably, mostly entertainment based. So I really enjoy like the Nike soccer channels. I just really like the way that they really understand their customers and they really engage with them with content that's relevant to them that you don't get elsewhere. Adidas is another one that does a really good job.
This is not the traditional answer. It's not any social media guru yet, but he's a rising star, and his name on YouTube is sjam99. sjam99. He does mostly sports highlights. He's about 16 or 17, and I know him personally. He's an aspiring journalist and social media guy, and he's awesome at what he does and gets a lot of great comments on there. So he's very excited about research and about sports, especially the Canucks. So if you're in Vancouver, like Vancouver, there you go. So sjam99.
I love Josh Wade of Drink Nectar, and again, I'm a wine person, but he's a social media god within the wine world. I don't know if you've heard of Rick Bacchus, but he's nipping at the heels of Rick Bacchus, and I mean, Rick Bacchus is nipping at the heels of Gary Vaynerchuk. So these three brains are amazing. So Drink Nectar, I think if you go to YouTube and just search Drink Nectar.
I think I'm gonna have to say Christopher Lowe. He's the guy that always talks about a lot of geeky stuff, and I'm kind of a geek myself at heart.
Well, there's this guy named, he didn't create the videos, but he cataloged them. His name is George Buford, and he cataloged all the Almost Live videos that aired on King 5, and everyone wants that show to come back. So if you go to George Buford's channel, he's got all these Almost Live clips, and they're awesome. So.
My Twitter crush.
So I have two.
Do I have to answer that? I'm married.
Well, if I don't see Brian, he's gonna be mad.
I so have a Twitter crush.
My crush now would be Christy. She's really tweeting some great content related, links out, and she's writing a whole bunch of fun articles, and so she's my present crush. Yes, and she's a cutie.
Sports figure, heterosexual Twitter crush.
I love the U.S. Coast Guard. I have to say, I love the U.S. Coast Guard.
One dude that I really like to follow, a dude, is Apollo Anton Ono. That dude rocks on Twitter. He's awesome.
One is the news chick. I think she's fabulous.
I don't know if I would call it a crush though.
And she is my source of Seattle news. So if it's important, if Linda doesn't tweet it, it's not important. For me, in terms of Seattle news.
Well, I guess my Twitter crush would be the same person I was just talking about, would be Rick Bacchus. It's a little crush that's a little romantic, but it's the brain. He already knows.
And then my other one is kind of a guilty pleasure because it's Guy Kawasaki. And I say it's a guilty pleasure because Guy just tweets a whole lot, but they're so wild. They're so the range is so broad that every day there's something from Guy that brings me a smile.
I'm gonna say Monica Guzman. Moni Guzman. There you go.
I also have a big Twitter crush on @MikeWhitmore. He's my dear friend. He's very crush-worthy.
I like how connected Monica is, and how she finds stories and everything. So I'm a narrative geek, and I like how she kind of tries to dig out the story and everything. And I think she's always kind of on the cutting edge of new tools and new ways to connect online. Yes, she's a woman, and I have a husband, but just said it could be.
Oh, it's definitely Kevin Urey. Yeah. His wife's gonna love that.
Why are you doing this to me?